Today, we're going to be going over some questions that might help you be able to check your English level.
Try them out yourself.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Answer These Questions If You Can episode. We are the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And welcome to the MJ and Adam show, where we invite you to become our new friend and join our natural conversation, learning some new words, possibly in English, and biggest thing, understand what the English native mind thinks like. Today's video is question time.
Oh.
And you're probably saying, like, what does that mean? Question time? Okay, so in the past, we've done question and answers, Q&A, which was really cool, but this is going to be a little different. Me and Adam are going to share with all of you a set of questions, and by answering these questions, you can check your English level yourself, okay? Now, these are some questions that can have you speak more and kind of express what you feel or what your opinion is on something. And if you're learning a new language, those are really important things to do to be able to express yourself and speak your feelings. So we have a big set of questions. Me and Adam are going to go through them and give you what we are thinking and saying from our opinions. But as we're doing this, I also want everyone to watch and think about yourself. Is this something that you can answer in English? If yes, that's cool. So then you know you have a good skill. But if it's a little difficult, then you know, maybe I can work on this. I can speak a little bit and give my opinion a little bit, but it's a little difficult at the same time.
True.
So now you know, hey, put more effort so you can do that thing. And if it's a straight out no, I cannot answer this question, you know, it might take even more energy to get it better. So let's focus on the things that you can do maybe 50%, so we can just fix that last 50 to make it 100.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's roll into it. These are all what would you do if questions. Okay. So here we go, Adam. What would you do if you won the lottery?
I think about this all the time. That
Nenmatsu
Jumbo. Nenshi Jumbo. Well, I wanted to invest for a long time, so that's probably one thing I would do. And once that's done, depending on how much, I'd probably buy a house, maybe? I don't know.
Hey, yeah.
Or put a down payment on a house. But the first thing I definitely want to do is invest in something and pay my taxes. How about you, MJ?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I would definitely think of just getting rid of all debt that I have in anything, of just like car payments or paying, you know, for your apartment building, whatever you're doing. Like, that's what I would do right away. You know, kind of like try to fix up the house if I needed to do some specific things. That's, I think, what I would use it for initially. And then I'd probably call you up and maybe ask you about stocks or something. Investment. Because I hear recently, you know, that we're getting older, that people are doing it more and it's more common, but it seems just such like a different world. So
it is.
So that's probably what I would do.
Good.
Stay greedy and probably keep it all for myself. You know, a good person would probably be like, oh, I'm going to donate some of this to some of that. But, you know, depending on how much money.
Exactly. Depends on how much and what I need to get done first, I feel.
Yes.
Set my foundation, make that stable, and then help everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm stable. Yeah.
All right. Here's the next one, everyone. What would you do if you could fly?
I used to have dreams about this one.
Flying?
Just flying everywhere. Because I like the idea that, you know, superheroes can fly and stuff like that. Yeah. So if I could fly, I would definitely fly around the world.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty tough, but it sounds like something I would definitely try to do, or just fly wherever I'm going. I would fly there.
Yeah.
But, you know, the thought of human beings flying is kind of weird in itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
The weird levitation thing for me. So I'm very, I guess, literal in some of my thinking. So I hear this question. I'm like, well, what are your limitations? Like, you know, your people say, I want to fly around the world.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, how fast can you fly? Because if you're flying as fast as a normal like airplane, then okay, if I want to go back to New York, I'm going to be flying for 14 hours. Can I do that? I need a break. Where am I going to stop?
There's going to be a new law passed about sleeping while flying.
You got to be careful how that's all going to work out. So I would probably be doing it and using it as like just little easy things. Like I'd probably be like, hey, I can finally like wash the outside of my windows on my second floor.
Clean the gutters.
Clean the gutters. That's probably what I would do.
I see.
Pick the best fruit from the top of the tree.
The ones that get all the sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing is like it's really cold up there. So even if you could fly
so cold.
high up in the sky,
stay low.
There's not that much air either. You gotta
look at what turbulence does to an airplane.
That's true.
What would it do to a human being that's just like flying out there?
I'm not strong enough.
No way. All right. Next one.
Yes.
What would you do if you had an extra weekday?
An extra weekday? Monday? Like if Saturday was a weekday and then there's Tuesday?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't want that. We already have enough days in the week. No.
Okay.
Yeah. There's too many days in the week. Another day of work? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if there was another weekday, I wouldn't want another weekday.
There you go.
And people wouldn't want another weekday because we are having the trouble of overworking in this world we live in. And a lot of companies are trying to make it a 4-day work week instead of a 5-day work week. So I think that would just make more trouble for people who work in companies where they're doing a lot of work and don't have enough time for themselves. So I wouldn't want another weekday.
There you go. Now, everyone, let's look at this. I just want to highlight what Adam said because you might think like, everyone would see that and probably say the same thing. Nobody wants another weekday to be working. So this is kind of like almost like a trick question of you being able to express your feelings of something you don't like.
I see.
Okay. Were you able to do it? Let's move on to the next question.
Right.
What would you do if you knew you could not fail?
Let's start with you, MJ. What would you do if you knew you could not fail?
If I knew I could not fail, I would probably be even more lazy. Probably. Why would I need to put effort? Why would I need to make a schedule? It doesn't seem like such a good thing to do or to have this feeling of not failing. We look at, and here on the MJ and Adam show, we say many times, be proud of your mistakes. Don't be scared of them, because by making a mistake, that's when you see, when within English or studying or anything, that's when you see, oh, here's a spot where I'm a little weak. I should possibly make that better.
Right.
So you will never grow if you don't fail.
Right. You wouldn't be the best at anything either. You'd just be a person who doesn't fail at anything, which is, you know, you don't really have to try. And that goes into the whole feeling of being lazy. Because like, I don't need to try for anything, so I'm just going to do whatever I want whenever I want to do it.
There's that saying, nobody's perfect. And if you never failed and you were perfect, you probably wouldn't have many friends.
That's true.
Can't relate.
Right.
Ooh, we're getting deep, everyone. All right, here we go. Right. Here's the last one.
Okay.
What would you do if you were immortal?
If I could live forever.
Yes.
It would kind of be like if I could never fail, but with a twist. It would be, I wouldn't worry about failure because I have my whole lifetime to keep trying at something that I really want to do. And I could get good at anything. Like right now, I want to learn how to play the piano, for example. Okay. It's not like I'm really want to learn how to play. I don't have a piano in my house or anything, but if I could, I would want to learn how to play the piano. That takes a long time. Many people start when they're like 5 years old to get really good at it.
Right.
I feel like now I don't have enough time to start, so I shouldn't start because I don't have that energy and focus and ability to, you know, continue playing the piano at this point in time. But if I could live forever, then I would do that. I'd learn how to play the piano. I'd learn how to play the drums. I'd learn how to play the flute. I'd learn how to play the clarinet. I learned how to play the euphonium or whatever other instrument I could.
Master of many hats. Yeah.
I'd be my own symphony because I have a lifetime of learning to do. I'd learn everything, read every book, go to every country, like all of those things. Everything until I was so bored of being able to do everything on this earth. Then I'd go to the universe, build rocket ships and fly around in space.
My literal mind goes to the question of, it says you are immortal. It doesn't say you stay young forever. So is your body getting older and older? You're not, so you're just living forever, but your body is slowly shutting down because we're not meant to live forever.
True.
Another classic one is that
Right.
a lot of movies or books will focus on a character who's immortal, and they don't want to be immortal. Why? Because all they can see is the people around them living and dying, dying. They create these attachments, and then they get to a point where they're like, I don't want to love anyone anymore because the loss of them is the worst thing in the world. And I have to continue living with that forever.
Ever, yeah.
Ever. So you do not want to be immortal. This is another trick kind of question, everyone. You can get deep on it, or you can kind of take like a light note and be like, yeah, if I can live forever, man, I'd do everything.
Like
jump off every plane if I can. It's like, what are the rules around it? But in any case, everyone, let us know in the comments down below what you think about this. Again, this is a great way to check your English level. If you can answer these questions, yes or no, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. It'd be great.
Yeah. And just remember, right now, that's it. We'll see you on the next
step.